So I get this question a lot from my, close friends, especially from strangers, um, just because of how I appear. You know, how do you look so calm, all the time? How do you do that? And I just look at them and say, thank you for that compliment. I try my best to stay calm, but I'm just naturally, you know, like this. Um, but up here, I'm not always calm. Like my mind is constantly racing, um, or, you know, constantly distracted. And that's where I have trouble organizing my thoughts and, you know, and speak it. So right now, what I've been recently doing is write my own thoughts, or anything um, that could help me, uh, get better at it. And sometimes, some days, I do feel discouraged, or just being lazy and not write, at all. But, you always have to bounce back. Um, so I'm gonna try to answer that question for you guys. Uh, Whoever needs to hear this, how to stay calm. Uh, it's all, it all points to working on ourselves on a daily basis, right? We're all a work in progress, uh, no matter how successful we get. Um, Practice positive energy through the mind is crucial. So without that, it won't be as effective. So you can't skip any steps that you have to bettering yourself. You cannot skip. Okay, we all tend to do that. Oh, we don't have patience. We're always rushing, going to work or going to school, or doing, I don't know, errands. And so we create that habit, and we sort of just lose ourselves, in a way. But in reality, we can never lose ourselves. Uh, the love that we have for ourselves is never lost. You just have to dig deeper and just try to make time for yourself. It's very important, you know. So, although it isn't impossible uh, to do, but this process takes longer, and you know, the longer you try to detangle your stressors, the worse it is. You get more anxious. It's like when you're trying to detangle wires, for Christmas lights, and you get impatient because you want to put the Christmas lights, and it's hard to detangle. Um, and the longer you do it, the more anxious you get. Uh, so you skip. You don't think clearly. You skip, and you just get more tangled up. So you have to start. Okay, stop, go back, and try to look for that specific area that you need to detangle first, like where the problem is, and then work your way, up. And when you do that patiently, your focus, grows as you're doing it, and you start to slowly but surely detangle all those stressors, uh, and the Christmas lights will be set up, really nice and neat. And, that energy, when you manifest that energy, people will look at your house, all properly set up, for Christmas and or Halloween, whatever holiday spirit. That person, whoever looks, stares at your house, well, that not stares, but you know what I mean, start to admire your properly your proper setup. That'll make them happy. Oh, wow, this house looks so nice. The lights are all well set up, and it just looks very, beautiful. And they'll just go by their day, thinking about that, and that'll make their attitude, a little more positive. So don't ever allow yourself to do the least work mentally. It all starts here. Okay, first. It all starts here first. The moment you feel discouraged, catch yourself. Practice that daily, and it becomes a habit eventually. It'll you'll get there. So just